Question, is it a violation of free speech if a word that sounds like a vulgar term is denied a trademark? Now think about that for a minute. In a case that sits before the Supreme Court right now, there's a debate brewing over the line between free speech and trademarks. The fine line. Our next guest has been following this case very closely. Andy Crouppen is with the law firm Brown and Crouppen. He must be important because his name's in the name of the firm.
Right.
That's an important thing. So at the center of this case is a clothing line, right?
That's right.
Tell us about it. What's the controversy?
Well, I hope somebody's back there with their finger on the bleep button. I'm going to do my best, but I'll apologize ahead of time.
Okay.
So the case is Iancu v. Brunetti. Brunetti was a guy who started a clothing line called Friends You Can't Trust. If you take the first letter of each word, it's, can I say this on television?
Yes.
F-U-C-T.
T.
Pronounce that at home to yourselves. I won't do it. So anyway, so it was denied a trademark. He sued. They said, well, you can't, there is a law that says trademarks will not be accepted if they are immoral or scandalous or deceptive. Deceptive doesn't come into play here. So he said, wait a minute. On its face, that is unconstitutional. Remember, free speech is not just to protect speech you like, it's to generally protect speech you don't like. And
perfect example is political leanings.
That's exactly right.
I may be offended by what you feel politically, but that you have a right to say it.
That's exactly right. And so the problem is he's saying, wait a minute, just having a law that's saying that a subjective rule saying it's immoral or scandalous, which is generally thought of as the average person, the majority of people would find it such, would be denied.
So keep in mind now, we're not saying, the Supreme Court is not saying you can't print that on a shirt. What they're denying him is the patent, right?
Correct.
Or copyright, I guess.
The trademark.
Trademark.
Right.
Okay. So they're raising two main issues. On its face, the law violates the First Amendment. Right. We've established that. And that the law is unconstitutionally vague.
Well, that's another problem. You know, when you're dealing with speech and you're trying to regulate it, we apply the highest standard, the highest scrutiny to regulating speech. So when it's vague, so in other words, the average person doesn't even know or can't interpret what is and is not allowed. First of all, in this case, not only can the average person not do it, the trademark and patent office can't do it, because I think you have a graphic.
I was going to say, that before you just poo-poo this and say, this is just a guy trying to make a stink and trying to make a buck, look at some of the comparisons of things that have been allowed and denied when it comes to trademark. That's what we're looking at here. That's
right. And so when you have almost identical things being approved and denied, I think it shows you that it's on its face. This law is unconstitutionally vague because the people applying the law can't even really do it consistently.
Right. So the trademark for F word was approved, but the trademark for F dash word exclamation point was refused. And you can see the others on that list. So it does seem kind of hypocritical and just...
It is, and if the same thing is approved, then really by definition it can't be scandalous, because they've already said it's not scandalous by their own admission.
Thank you,
so it's hard. We'll see.
We haven't solved this one, but it's
the ruling will be out in the next couple of months, so it'll be interesting. So we can start our a simple soda helping old ladies everywhere.
If you'd like to get in touch with Brown and Crouppen, you can call them anytime, day or night, 314-222-2222, or visit their website at getbc.com.